However, anyway, after several years of that, like, as I said, I lost one fight in 3 years with them. I decided to have a go at the pro game, and of course, my manager then was Danny Sewell from Betham the Green, the next heavyweight he was. He matched me with Arthur Devlin, ABA International, if you don't mind, at West Ham Bats. So we both got a cut eye. We knocked hell out of each other for 4 rounds, and we both got a cut eye in the 4th round, and the referee stopped it but made Arthur the winner. Well, as we went to the dressing room, Arthur had 3 to 4 stitches in his eye, and I had none. Well, you got to laugh about that, ain't you? However, getting back to Arthur, I came across Arthur at different shows, National Sporting Club and other places, town halls, and if you don't mind, he married into the family, my sister-in-law's sister or something. And we became good friends, you know, and everybody used to get us out of that. We're going down the end of the garden and finish the fight off, you know, but it was a bit of a laugh. But however, I'm sorry to say, last year poor Arthur passed away, you know. Well, then I got into the ring with several other Welsh internationals, was it? Oh, Howard Winston, I boxed at Wembley, another Welshman, very nice young fella. Boxing at Wembley, to me, it was bloody great, you know. It took me such a long walk down the dressing rooms to get there, like, you know, it was bloody great. However, I was stuck in, as the fight finished and went back, I went over to his dressing room. He was just across the alleyway, and he was sitting there on his own, and I said, well, the first one, I just said to him, the hardest one is over now, son, you'll be all right. But unfortunately, he went, well, not unfortunately, but he went on to greater things, he did, like. I've met his boys years later, and they spent a lot of time with me, you know. I'm sorry to say he passed away years ago. But I met his 2 boys and told them I got in the ring with their dad, and they spent a bloody lot of time with me. They just didn't say, oh yeah, boy, and they was very nice lads. Gordon Blakesley, I boxed. He was another Welsh international. I lost to him and all. He's another bloke. Al Phillips finished up managing me after Danny Sewell. He didn't have a lot of time. He had a nightclub and didn't have a lot of time. So he put me on to Al Phillips. However, Al matched me with a bloke, a very heavy hitter called Barry Smith was his name. Stretton Ice Ring, the last fight of the night. Half the place was empty. However, after a couple of rounds, Billy was laid out on his back, and I heard a lot of banging, a lot of noise. There was a bloke, he only had one arm. He was at the ringside and he was banging on the apron. However, it woke me up. Then the next round or two, I put him on his back. And of course, the crowd love all that, don't they, you know. They started slinging money in the 5th round, you know. But the bloke, he only had one arm. I don't know what should I tell everybody his name? One Arm Lou he was. I'd love to meet him again. I must tell you this about One Arm Lou. He'd put Arthur Daly in his back pocket. And that's how One Arm Lou was them days, you know. A lovable character, you know. But when I say he was a character. Here's another silly thing I've done. I went to the gym at Al Phillips in Islington one Monday afternoon. I was just going to start training for the fight. He scheduled me in for 2 weeks later. And he said, would you like a job tomorrow, Billy? Oh, I says, yeah, of course, I'll have that. But unknown to him, I was 8 pounds over the weight. So what the silly Billy do, I goes to the Turkish baths and lost 8 pounds. When I come out the next morning out of the bath, I stopped in there all night. my lips were bloody blue. Well, however, at the time I had to weigh in and had something to eat, I felt fine, you know. And touch wood, I beat the bloke anyway, you know, but some kid from Belfast, you know. But that's another silly thing that silly Billy has done in his time. I wouldn't advise anybody to do it, you know, but so, they put me on the radio at Cheltenham against another Welshman. He's been unbeaten for the last year. I thought, oh God, I got to win this. This is half of Dublin is listening to this, like, you know. The people wasn't into televisions them days, like, you know, listening on the radio. I thought, I got to win this, like, you know. But touch wood, I won it, like, you know.